Hello, welcome back to the Lambda Log. I'm still here in meeting room 213. I think it's three. Um, but we had a wonderful little blessing today in week 6, day 3, Wednesday, the 26th of August, 2026. Our call time was 11:30. So I gotta sleep in a little bit. I think I slept until like 8, 9 at the most. I can't remember. But I took I was up with Theo last night because he was fussy with jet lag and everything. So I took him for a couple hours last night while he was yelling. So it's good that I got a little minute. And then we jumped into some notes, right? So so the first question was all about like Lawrence was just asking us how it was for us, the first show. So we answered one by one. For the no beard line, if you see or talk to someone with a beard, say the line anyway, and it will still be funny. So there's a part where Beatrice is like, a man who hath a beard is more than a man, and a man that hath no beard is less than a man, and a man that hath no beard, well, he is not for me, and a man that hath a beard is not for me, and a man that hath no beard, I am not for him, something like that. And the actress goes and identifies somebody with a beard and without a beard. And it got just clumped for whatever reason. And so Lauren says that you can say things to the audience that aren't like true. You could point to a woman and say, a man that hath no beard, or a beard, or anything. And it's funny because for them, it's like an inside joke, and most of the people don't really see who you're gesturing to. The audience may not laugh out loud, but they smile loudly. Like there are moments where it felt like the audience wasn't totally loving it, or laughing, not giving the response we had hoped for or thought about. But they're still really engaged, and they're smiling loudly. The audience was really engaged and listening. We now can bring the sensation of the audience into our rehearsals. Audience is our second circle, right? Especially in Shakespeare. So there's the 3 circles of attention. The first circle, which is all about you and your inner situation. Second circle is what you're immediately around you. And third circle is what is beyond you. It's your imagination, what you can't see. So the audience is always in your second circle. It's not like there's the fourth wall and then the audience is your third circle, but they're included within your second. With a fourth wall play, the fourth wall will start at the back of the audience, right? So you're not trying to look here and say this right there is the fourth wall, but it's all the way back at the audience. I don't know if you could tell, but I focused there. It was open up to the audience. We did a good job opening up to the audience. They're always part of our world. Okay, official notes. First, I will break with her and with her father. Include stage right audience more with that whole speech. I will break with her and with her father, and thou shalt have her. And then the lute. The lute is like the case, or whatever hero's line is there while we're dancing. I should be offended by that, not find it funny. Up the stakes a little bit. I'm trying to woo her. General note, don't let the dance dictate your thought process. The thoughts are important, not the dance. It's like driving a car. It's effortless. It's second nature. You're just driving the car. You're just doing the dance. And you're doing it well, and you're doing it with energy, but your lines are separate. The Goling jokes are funny if Beatrice and Benedict truly believe they aren't seen. Beatrice has this moment where they look and she freezes. And if she believes that they can't see her because she's not moving, it works great. If you have 3 thoughts, don't end them on the front audience, end with the sides. The end feels like the most important, and the center audience usually feels the most important. So it's good to go like 1, 2, 3, or that way, or 1, 2, 3, whatever. A general note, the character and the actor need to be spatially aware. Oh, yeah, there's a moment where Claudio, after the wedding, bumped into one of the planters. And I kind of liked it as an artistic moment because he is like a bull in a china shop and he's got to run out and he's breaking the set as he's doing it. Nothing broke, um, but just in general, the character is spatially aware as well. The actor is. If your line gets garbled, you are playing the emotion. The emotion should be the obstacle. He said, watch the Earl Spencer, the Earl of Spencer, talking about Princess Diana's death, her eulogy. And I think it's his sister. And it's just a masterclass of watching a man overcoming the obstacle of his emotion. If you have a mare in the moment, that's a nightmare. It's like where you kind of get lost in the moment, or you're like, ugh. Emotion only works when it's from the character's inner. Stanislavski does not equal Strasbourg. Strasbourg is bringing out your trauma on stage. When in doubt, action your text. You'll find something. Theatrical happy accidents are those things that happen naturally, and then you put it in the show. One of the actors playing the watch guard, he picks up Rachia and goes, ugh, ugh. And so this fun grunt that he then began to not overdo, but commit to even louder to play to the audience. And then he did it one more time to finish out the rule of threes. And then make As I Am an Honest Man. I think he'd be angry indeed. That whole little bit, keep it all as a light joke, which was what we were doing originally. But then he asked me to do that last bit as a discovery, but he realized it didn't work. So we're taking it back to keep it all light. Learned constable, slow that down, clear it up, hit the consonants, because learned constable has that consternation about it. You learn the tactics as part of learning the thoughts. When performing, go back to just pursuing your objectives. The tactics should be in there. And trust that. Overall, it was a good show, and we all moved on into the next step of the journey. Lawrence doesn't give us praise so that he doesn't give us a lot of praise. He's not about that validation and everything, because he wants us to be empowered to not need the validation. There will be people throughout time and our careers who will blow smoke up our butt or be extra antagonistic, but we need to find satisfaction and success in our own feelings and interpretations. Everyone moved, lived, and vibrated and stepped up. We need to continue doing that. Now we need to step up to the next level. Then I had brunch with Emma and Theo, and I had a little full English, and it was fun. Then we had another full run, just with minimal costumes, with shoes and hats. I need to review my lines every day. I usually listen to them on my little line learner app and review all of them. And there's just a couple of things that I just flubbed that I don't normally flub. So I'm going to run my lines every day, all the time. And then I saw the opening for 12th Night, and it was so fun. It was, I'm so proud and impressed by my cohort. It was a really great joy. I took Theo, and I was going to try to sneak up on the circle with him and see how he did in the show. But my stage manager really wanted to hold him and watch him. So she did the whole show, and she loved it and had a great time. So that was wonderful. And that was day 3, Wednesday. And we will continue to day 4 next. Bye-bye.